10 type of obstacle and opportunity we discussed, like availability of service, data lock-in, data confidentiality, auditability, data transfer bottleneck, performance unpredictability, scalable to storage, bug in large distributed system, scaling quickly, reputation, fate sharing, software licensing. We can't say there is a single source of failure. There might be some multiple failures, and all these things have to be addressed, and these actually concerned with the availability of that service. So for that, there is a solution that you say that that particular company is responsible for the failure of all these 10 different services. And if any one of these services failed, then that company have to resolve that issue. What is if the company may even go out of the business? So this is one of the major question, that if company itself is gone out of the business, like Google Orkut has gone out of the business, and so it had given email that you download your all data from the Google Orkut, and after that it's not possible for you to download because their Orkut is going out of business. Then multiple data center in different regions does not work. Suppose there are 10 different data center at 10 different locations, and one of the uh, data center is out of work. So you have some problem related to that. And these all are the issues that is difficult to manage for the availability of service. So the solution is that cloud vendor must fulfill a business continuity strategy agreement, and that agreement actually tends to provide quality of service, that the service will be available irrespective of a data center, irrespective of failure of some of the service. So it is responsibility of cloud vendor. And there's one distributed denial of service attack is one of the multitude of compromised system attack a single target. So if there are multiple servers and multiple services, so there could be the possibility of multiple attacks in the different service links, and thus is a chance of distributed denial of service. So there are 10 service, any one of the service could be attacked by uh, a hacker or some vulnerable application, and one of the service may go down, and this is the problem, and this is being defined as a distributed service of denial. Availability of service. Successful concept, no single source of failure, but single companies in fact a single point of failure, like data lock-in in detail. Customers cannot easily extract their data and program from one side to run on another side. Orkut has gone out of service with some date, but you want your data from Google Orkut to be moved on Facebook, but it's not possible. How it can be moved? It can only be moved by downloading Orkut data and then re-uploading on the Facebook. This is what it means by some vendor lock-in or data lock-in. Even this becomes worst if some of the data can't be downloaded. So how you can upload it somewhere else? So it's not possible. And even it goes even further worst if the downloaded data is in a particular format, and that format can't be used by any another application. Then what you can do, you have to reprogram, reconstruct your data in a suitable format, and thus you have to do lots of investment in programming. The concern about the difficulty of extracting data from the cloud is preventing some organization from adopting cloud computing. This is what I explained, that if you have stored the data on some of the site, and then you want to extract that data from from that side, and thus you need to develop some of the programming code. And this is programming code development for extracting your own data that you kept on the server is very difficult. And that programming of extraction of your own data is like too much cost consuming. Now you start thinking that why I should go for cloud computing. These all are the issues with data lock-in, and this is one of the reasons that some of the organizations don't go for cloud computing. Suppose an online storage service is shut down. User will lose access to its data. Again, the same example, Google Orkut was being closed. After closing that, if you thought that I had some this data on earlier date and you now want your data back, then Google had already given you enough time for downloading. You failed to download on that particular duration. Now you are recalling that you want to download. It's not possible. So if you even try to Google, then Google will say we have deleted the data, and thus you lose the data. This is some of the drawback of online storage. So it is because of shutting down of that particular service and that lose the data. Solution: standardize the app APIs so that software as a service developer could develop services and data across. Put the data on the multiple cloud providers so that the future failure of a single company would not take all copies of the data customers. So what does this mean? This is some of the kind of solution that you need to develop some of the standard APIs that stores software developers data, and then you deploy that service and data across. And what does that service actually says that it is having standard programming features. API means application programming interface. So these interface should be of a standard, and like XML. XML is a kind of a standard language. So if you store some of the data based upon some XML features, then it would be easier for you to extract it or re-upload it. That's why XML is said to be standard markup language, extensible markup language for some standard to be followed. And these are the ways to actually come out of this problem of data lock-in. And then you put the data on the multiple cloud provider using those API. If you put uh, your data on multiple cloud provider, so that failure of one company means if you fail, if your particular service provider is failed, then you do not lose data. For example, store your data on Google Drive, okay? And additionally, you store your data on OneDrive. What does this mean? If Google Drive is crashed and your data is lost, then your data would be on OneDrive. Similarly, you keep on your local drive on laptop or computer. Thus, the three copies would be there. This is what they are saying. To put the data on the multiple provider, and then you'll have enough backup with multiple cloud provider, so that failure of single company could not delete your data from all, and you'll have copy from another uh, provider. The solution will result in the reduction in the cloud price and flatten the profits. But still the quality of service matter as well as price. So all these problem had created, and this solution needs more cost for providing multiple services by multiple cloud provider. So you have to uh, increase your investment. That will reduce the profit, and this is like trouble for your business if you are a client. But still, quality of service is always matter as well as price. So you have to take a trade-off that you want to store data on two drives, two virtual cloud, or just trust on one virtual cloud and just keep the data on one virtual cloud. Storing data on two virtual cloud cost you more, but it will definitely give you quality of service that you will not lose your data, you will not lose your customers. That's why it means quality of service versus price of providing that service. Standard API will result in the usage of same software in the private cloud and public cloud. So this is beauty of that standard API. You can use it for your private cloud in your organization, as well as some extensible public cloud. This is why it is talking about a standard API, like based upon XML or some standard language and standard programming features. Then data confidentiality and auditing. So some of the organization have critical data and very sensitive data that can't be stored on cloud. And this is some of the problem with some of the organization that, like in defense, they can't store their defense information to the cloud. Thus, they have to make their own cloud. Anyhow, they have to make their own setup of a private cloud in their premises of defense, and that should be properly with connected through firewall for security in the local server. The need of the proper encrypted storage, virtual LAN area network, and network middle box like firewall and packet filter. That's what I said, that if a defense organization do not want their data to be leaked, so thus they have to create a proper virtual local area network, as well as they have to make proper network such that there should be proper firewall and proper packet filtering and encryption of all the storage. Encrypted data before placing in the cloud may be even more secure than the unencrypted data in the local data center. What does this mean? This means that if you have a data, you want to store it either on local data center or on the cloud provider. So this statement is saying that you encrypt the data and store on the cloud. You encrypted the data and store it on cloud. It is more secure, as sometimes it is more secure as compared to you put your unencrypted data on your local data center. In local data center, maybe some other person go physically and then copy paste that data through pen drive or take out that data from the local data center. But this can't be possible with online cloud-based data center, because online cloud-based data center is remotely on some other country or some other place, and that it is difficult to retrieve that, fetch that data, and because the data is encrypted, so it's difficult for that even cloud vendor, cloud provider to decrypt that data. Then auditability could be added as an additional layer, that how much uh, means according to the uh, that provider should have to explain to the consumer that these all are the features that we had incorporated as the additional layer for accountability for that particular organization or for the particular client, and thus your data is being secure and not being lost. So this layer, security layer, could be additional layer. Then many nations have law requiring software as a service provider to keep customer data and copyright material within national boundaries. This is an issue that different nations have different legal properties and legal argument that this data could be kept and this data could not be kept. And this is allowed, this is not allowed. So it depends on national boundary or national legal agreement. Like in Arab countries, some like WhatsApp are video calls are not being allowed. Like in China, WhatsApp is not allowed. They have their own WeChat, and they want India and other nations like US, UK to use their WeChat, but they do not allow any other WhatsApp like thing. They have their Baidu search engine, and they use only Baidu search engine. They do not allow Google to be used, but they want other nations to use their Baidu. And similarly, they have some other network based companies. Huawei is actually been selling their products to multiple nations, but in China you can't sell your network devices. The companies like Juniper and Cisco, all these network providers can't sell their product. But on the other hand, China wants their Huawei product to be sold in many other countries. That's why UK recently had blocked Huawei, and after December there should no purchasing. And December 2020 was the last for that Huawei. Similarly, TikTok is started blocking because China don't have fair policy. This is what it means by many nations have law requiring software as a service provider to keep customer data and copyright material within the national boundary. Means China have a different policy for their own citizens, but China have a different policy for other citizens. This is unfair law, unfair way of doing business. Some business may not like the ability of the country to access to their data. This is being demanded by many countries. It's like they actually don't want other nations to interfere and use the data of that particular business environment. These countries don't want other countries to interfere on the business. The European customer might be concerned about using software as a service in United States. This is an example for the confidentiality that European customers are worried about their software as a service used in their data is kept on the United States, and they don't want to leak their data to another country. Flexibility to place the storage, like Amazon allowing provider to keep data in whichever they choose physically in the United States and Europe. So this is again a issue that there's flexibility of the storage, like whether it placed on Bangalore, whether it placed on Hyderabad or San Francisco or New York, your data could be placed anywhere. So you are worried about where it is placed. Reliability of a software successful concept, no single source of failure, but single company is in fact a single point of failure. What if the company may even go out of business? Then multiple data centers in different regions does not work. Thus, cloud vendor may fulfill a business continuity strategy agreement. A distributed denial of service attack means there are many services, any one of them could be attacked. Then data lock-in, as explained today, that extracting of data from one service provider and sending it to another service provider is sometimes difficult. So solution is that keep it on multiple providers. Use some standard APIs for storing and retrieving the data. Then this result in reduction in profit, means you have to pay for two, three, four cloud provider. Then it is also provide you quality of service beneficial for your company. Then standard API will result in usage of the same software in the private and public cloud. API will provide storage for public and private cloud both. Standard API is there. If and then we discuss data confidentiality and auditing, like sensitive data for defense. Firewall should be there, packet filtering should be there, and then encryption of the data stored on cloud may be more safe than data in local data storage. Then additional auditability layer. Many nations have different copyright issue within their border. Some of the business have some different policies in a particular country, and some of the country citizens like European citizens are worried to for their data kept in United States. Flexible storage, like it could be on the multiple cities: San Francisco, Bangalore, Mumbai, Hyderabad, or New York, anywhere. Then next, we'll discuss data transfer bottleneck in next class. Okay, thanks for today. See you. Bye.